Now I want us to focus on something else that is to do with what I told you, that today is the day that the Senate Assembly is expected to discuss or debate the proposal to have some 11 members join a committee to consider the impeachment trial of Governor Waiguru. Let's just take a look at some of those slides that will give detail on what's supposed to be happening this afternoon. And first of all, this is the proposed Senate committee. There is the Senator of Baringo, Gideon Moi. There is Senator Beth Mogo, who is a nominated senator. Anwar Oloitiptip, who is the Senator of Lamu. Mohamed Mohamud is the Senator of Mandera. Then after that, there are some other senators. We have Johnson Sakaja of Nairobi. Abshiro Halake is the nominated senator, and all those 6 are from the Jubilee Party. On the NASA side, there's Cleopas Malala, who's the senator of Kakamega, Beatrice Komboka, nominated senator, and then there is, should be Judith Pareno. Yes, Judith Pareno, who is the nominated senator. Well, that's the wrong image of Moses Kajwang. That's the brother TJ Kajwang, who is the National Assembly member. But the Senator Moses Kajwang from Homa Bay, different face there. And Okwambua, who is the Senator of Kitui. Those are the members that have been proposed to sit in that committee. So the Senate will be meeting this afternoon to decide. So that's what next, that once the Senate constitutes the impeachment committee, whether they want to go through the plenary route or to go through the committee side, then whichever side, the committee will have to report back to the House in 10 days. Then Governor Waiguru will have an opportunity. She can appear before the committee in person or via representation by an advocate of the High Court. And if the committee dismisses the grounds of impeachment, then the motion will have ended there. But should there be some substantive grounds, then the Senate will be called upon to vote on whether the governor should be impeached or not. A majority of senators will be required to impeach the governor, and if the impeachment motion is defeated at the Senate, then Kirinyaga County Assembly can only reconsider it in 3 months from now. So that's just an outlook of what's expected to happen. Of course, this is a conversation that has really split opinion across the political divide, and just want us to listen to Raila Odinga, the party leader of ODM, who spoke yesterday, refuting claims that ODM is going to side with Governor Waiguru, but also there are some other leaders that spoke during that conversation.
Mimi sitaki kuongea mambo ya Senate, ni ya waseneta, na nimepinga waseneta wafanye kazi ambayo wamepewa jukumu kufanya kwa Wakenya wote. Waone kwamba haki imetendeka kwa kila Mkenya. Hakuna kuokoa. Kama mtu ataweza kujiokoa mwenyewe kulingana na yale ukweli ambayo iko pale. Sio kuokoa, lakini kuokolewa.
Wacha tupatie watu ya Kirinyaga haki kama vile tulipea watu ya Kiambu. Kiambu tulikaa, watu wakasema jiri hili likasomwa, tukasikiza, watu wakauliza maswali, alafu tunaambiwa tuvote.
Mama Waiguru alikutana na Raila. Si Waiguru ni governor na Raila ni kiongozi wa nchi. Wakikutana, shida iko wapi? Iko shida? Watakutana saa yote na wataongea saa yote.
Tunaona watu wamefanya makosa, wanakimbia kwa ofisi yake, anawafura hii sanitizer, alafu wanasema hiyo wako clean. Wanaweza kuwa clean, free from corona, lakini sio free from corruption.
Naomba Senate kesho tupatieni plenary. Na ndio kama ni governor akuja keti pale, mover na wengine wakuja keti pande hii, tuwaambie Wakenya wote hadharani, hii ndio imepotea, anajitetea pande hii.
Asitu kumbandua jinsia yake bado ni mwanamke. Ili hali, lakini sisi tulikuja kumbandua kile kitendo ambacho kilikuwa kinafanyika Kirinyaga, na tunataka watu wa Kirinyaga wapate haki.
Sasa bunge ya Kirinyaga iko na ushahidi ya kutosha ya kwamba ametumia pesa ya wana Kirinyaga vibaya.
All right, very interesting perspectives there of people saying that kuna sanitizer, it makes you free from corona, but all the same, whatever that talk is, what Mbivu na Mbichi will be known during the Senate sitting that begins today, as the Senate is expected to approve whether to have a committee or the impeachment to be tried by the House. And joining us this morning is Senator of Muranga, who is also the Majority Whip, Senator Irungu Kangata. Good morning, Senator. Senator, if you can...
I'm very okay.
Right. Good morning, and thank you for joining us this morning. And you're talking about the conversation about Waiguru impeachment. We are expecting the Senate to make a decision today. What are the odds, and what are the members saying, despite the fact that, yes, they'll have the opportunity to make that decision this afternoon?
Thank you. I think members are looking forward for a good debate, a rational one, an objective one, because all we want is to deliver justice to the good people of Kirinyaga. Of course, we also have a duty to ensure the rights of the governor and also the rights of the MCs who have brought that motion are taken into account.
And so, yes, so we are waiting for that to happen. But there are those people that have been saying that there have been meetings between Governor Waiguru and Raila Odinga. Of course, Raila Odinga has refuted this, but there's also the suspicion, especially from the members of parliament in Kirinyaga County, saying that they want the plenary to make this determination. Why would this suspicion be happening at such a time that, I mean, the members of County Assembly of Kirinyaga have made a decision?
Well, for me, I don't know. Maybe the best person who should have answered that would be either Raila Odinga or even the MCAs. From where I see it, those of us in Senate, we are not swayed by extraneous issues. So many people have attacked us at a very personal level, including women rep for Kirinyaga, including members of the County Assembly from Kirinyaga. I am not so sure whether that's a good way of lobbying Senate to rule in your favor. For us, we look at the evidence that has been brought by either party before the Senate.
Right.
So we are not swayed by extraneous issues. We shall look at the evidence brought by the Assembly, look at the defense brought by the governor, analyze it, and then render a verdict.
So how do you do that? Because, Senator, there are still people who feel that the impeachment of Governor Ferdinand Waititu was more political than questions of law. How do you ensure that politics do not permeate into the conversations that will be happening either at the Senate committee or even at the plenary?
We are encouraging members to be objective and to disregard politics. I can tell you even Waititu's matter, there was no politics. Senate is a very important house. It is comprised of men and women of high integrity. And I can tell you those issues which are being canvassed outside the Senate have zero bearing on the decision that you are going to render today or even whatever any other time.
Okay, all right, Senator, as we wind up, just take us through what should follow, because we know that the law allows for some 10 days before whichever committee is hearing this matter to report back to the House. So what are the main issues that have to happen before that decision is made?
Now, of course, today, Tuesday, at 2:30, there will be an introduction of the subject. Senators will be called upon to decide whether the matter will be heard by the entire plenary or a committee. Assuming, using their wisdom, senators decide the matter will be heard by a committee, then a committee will be constituted, comprised of 6 members from Jubilee Coalition and 5 members of the NASA Coalition. Now that the person who has been impeached is from Jubilee party, the chair will definitely most likely be from NASA Coalition. And then a vice chairman will also be elected. So once a committee is duly constituted, assuming the Senate today is going to take that route, then it will then invite the evidence, it will take up, start looking at the documents, allow the MCA's lawyer to come and bring witnesses, documents, and then, of course, the lawyer representing governor will be given an opportunity to cross-examine witnesses who have been brought by the MCAs.
Right.
Then thereafter, governor will be given the opportunity to bring evidence, documents, or even witnesses. Again, we shall give MCAs the opportunities to cross-examine witnesses that have been brought by the governor. And then the committee will then sit down and look at the submissions, the evidence, then come up with a judgment. Once that judgment is made, it will be brought to the plenary for adoption. The same process will also follow, assuming the matter is heard by the entire plenary.
Right.
That is, and then we shall have a verdict, and then that's it.
But Senator, allow me to ask you this in a supplementary manner. So when Governor Waititu was impeached, the gazettement was done in haste. Actually, the same evening we had the gazettement was done. So will such a thing happen, should Senate vote to impeach the governor? Will such a thing happen, or will you allow her to seek recourse at the High Court?
Gazetting does not bar any recourse one may decide to take to the High Court. So whether it is gazetted within 1 hour after the impeachment or even after 5 days, to us is neither here or there. In fact, maybe even gazettement is more positive in the event one wants to go to the High Court, because there you have a verdict which one can go to challenge the High Court using, let's say, for instance, what we call certiorari process or judicial review process, because at least there you have a gazetted decision. So for me, whether it's 1 day or 2 days, it's neither here or there. Anyone is entitled to challenge this process to the High Court. If dissatisfied by the judgment of the High Court, he can appeal and go to the Court of Appeal and maybe even finally to the Supreme Court.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Irungu Kangata, the Senator of Murang'a County and also the Majority Whip, and all the best this afternoon. So now we take a short break. When we return, we'll be speaking to a gentleman by the name Daniel Yumbia. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council. He's there. You'll see him that he's waiting to speak to us. We do that after the break. We'll be looking at the state of the coronavirus pandemic in the country. We're also asking the questions about the testing, the tracing, and the treatment, the capacity that the country has, even as at a time that the focus now is shifting to the counties to ensure that we have at least 300 bed capacity in every county. We have that conversation. After this break, you can tweet us your views via Citizen TV Kenya, at Citizen TV Kenya, Tam Gituku, at Zinzi_K. The hashtag to use is DAYBREAK, but also you can text us your views on 22422. You'll be in a position to sample some of them during that interview. Back in a moment.